Welcome back, students. So today we'll discuss a few more problems related to invertible function. I hope you by now you're clear with what do you mean by a function as invertible. So suppose you have function f from x to y, and if you can find another function g such that it is from y to x. So whatever the domain f has, it should be the codomain of g, and whatever the codomain f has, it should be the domain of g. If you can find such function where it should satisfy certain condition, that is f composition g should be a identity function in y, that is f composition g of y is equal to y. What do you mean by y? Y is a domain. So whatever you give, you should get it back the same element, and similarly g composition f should be equal to identity function in the domain of f. Correct? So that is how we verify the given function is invertible or not. So today we'll discuss few more problems related to invertible. As I told you earlier, this particular part is very important for your annual examinations, because 5 marks question you'll get it from this part as per the pattern which has been followed these many years. Okay. So today we'll discuss one more such of the problem. So first we'll read the problem. Consider f from r plus 2 closed half closed interval 4 comma infinity given by f of x is equal to x square plus 4. Okay. So the function is defined from positive. What is r plus? R plus is nothing but set of all non-negative real numbers. Okay. You have to take only set of all non-negative real numbers, and it should go to the interval containing 4. It should include 4 and all the numbers greater than 4. Okay. So it should go to that particular function, and function is defined as x square plus 4. Now you may wonder why we have restricted the domain to positive, that is non-negative real numbers. Okay. Why we have restricted our domain to non-negative real numbers? Even if we take negative real numbers, okay, even if we take negative real numbers, what happens here? Since we have x square, we get it to be what do you mean by that? So we have f of x is equal to x square plus 4. Okay. Then what is f of 1? F of 1 will be 1 square plus 4. So that is 5. Then what is f of minus 1? Minus 1 square plus 4, which is also equal to 5. So you can see that 1 also has the image 5 and minus 1 also has the image 5. But when we are talking about a function as invertible, what I had told, the one more definition, which means that a function is invertible if and only if it is 1 1 and onto. So here if we take the domain as a set of all real numbers, that means it violates the rule that it cannot be 1 1, because you can see many elements are going to one element. So this becomes a many one function. So in order to avoid that, what they have done here, they have restricted the domain to r plus. Okay. And then why they have taken only this particular interval? Because what is the least non-negative real number? It is 0. So if you put 0 to this, f of 0 will be 0 plus 4, and if you take any other number greater than 0, the value is greater than 4. So instead of taking entire real number, we can restrict the real number, the codomain, to 4 comma infinity. Okay. So what we have to show? We have to show that f is invertible. So it is not only about invertible, we have to find what is its inverse, and we have to show that that inverse is of the form square root of y minus 4. Okay. Which means g, the function g will be defined in this form, g of y is equal to square root of y minus 4. Okay. This is what we have to prove. So here, as you can see, or they have told us how the function g should be. We just have to verify whether the function g will be in this form or not. So what we have to do? We have to take, we'll define g from 4 comma infinity to r plus. Okay. We define g from 4 comma infinity to r plus, or to r plus. Okay. Then what we have to show? We have f of x is equal to y. Correct. Let y belonging to our interval 4 comma infinity. Okay. Let y belong to 4 comma infinity, and such that f of x should be equal to y. But we know what is f of x. What is f of x? F of x is x square plus 4. Where this x belongs? X belongs to positive real number. Remember, x belongs to non-negative real number. So, x square plus 4 should be equal to y. What does that mean? X square is equal to y minus 4. I need to find the value of x so that I can give that value of x to g of y. So, that means x square is equal to y minus 4. So, x should be equal to plus or minus square root of y minus 4. But here I won't be including negative sign, because our x belongs to non-negative real numbers, which means negative terms doesn't occur. X can never be a negative real number. It should always be non-negative. So, instead of writing plus or minus, here I can write only plus. Okay. So, now g is a function where g of y is equal to square root of y minus 4. Okay. So, we got this term square root of y minus 4. Now, we have to check that whether this g is actually the inverse or not. So, for that what we have to do? We have to find what is g composition f of x, and we have to find what is f composition g of y. Okay, I hope you know why we have taken g composition f of x, because the elements which begin is from f of x. So, it will be g of f of x. So, that is g of, but I know what is f of x. What is f of x? F of x is x square plus 4. Correct? F of x is x square plus 4. Now, I know g of y is equal to square root of y minus 4. Then what is g of 4? G of 4 is wherever I have y, I have to replace it by 4. Similarly, here instead of y I have x square plus 4. Correct? Instead of y, I have x square plus 4. So, what will be my function according to that? Allili y ide, allali x square plus 4 in the replace ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So, that becomes square root of, see, g of y is square root of y minus 4. Here it is g of, instead of y, there is x square plus 4. So, where we can find y, we have to replace it by x square plus 4. So, that becomes x square plus 4 minus 4. This minus 4 as it is I have written. Just replaced y by the given term x square plus 4. So, now that is square root of 4 minus 4 is 0, x square plus 0 is x square. So, what happens? Square and square root cancels. So, you will get x. So, you have shown that g composition f of x is x. Now, what is our next task? We have to show f composition g of y as y. Okay, f composition g of y as y. So, we will begin according to the definition f of g of y. So, that is f of, what is g of y? Already we have found it is square root of y minus 4. Okay, I have substituted g of y as square root of y minus 4. So, now that is equal to, I know f of x is x square plus 4. So, then what is f of 1? 1 square plus 4. Correct? Wherever I have x, 1 x I have to replace it by 1. So, here in place of x what I have? I have the term square root of y minus 4. So, x ididre x square anta baribekittu, but here you can see instead of x I have square root of y minus 4. Whatever it should be square, because it is x square. So, this term whole square plus 4. Again square and square root get cancels. So, we will be remaining with y minus 4 plus 4. So, which is y. So, we have shown that g composition f of x is identity function in x, f composition g of y is y. Okay, so, which means the given function is invertible, f is invertible, and f inverse is nothing but g. But what is g? G is square root of y minus 4. So, we have proved that the given function is invertible and its inverse is square root of y minus 4. Okay, hope this is clear. We will solve one more problem related to this. Okay, so the next question. Show that f from n to y, where n is set of natural numbers, okay, defined by f of n is n square. Instead of x here they are given it as n square, is invertible and find the inverse of f. So, we have to show that this particular function, the function which is mapped from the set of natural numbers to y. So, what is y? Y is nothing but it contains all those elements of the form n square where that n belongs to n. So, which means this is a subset of our set of natural numbers. So, again the domain is natural number and the codomain is subset of natural numbers. We have to show that this particular function is invertible. So, we will follow our procedure. So, what we have given, they have given us f is from n to y and f of n is n square. Instead of x, they have taken n, just a change in the alphabet, that is it. So, what we have to do, we have to define a function g from y to n. Okay, we have to define a function g from y to n. Now, what will be g? What kind of function will be g? For that, what I will do? I will take let y belongs to y, that is our domain, such that f of n is equal to y. Okay, we are taking one element in the codomain, that is y, such that for some element in the domain of n, say n, it should be f of n should give us the answer y. So, but what is f of n? F of n is equal to n square, correct? N square is equal to y. So, what happens to n? N is equal to plus or minus root y, plus or minus root y. But where this n belongs? N belongs to natural numbers. So, natural numbers, can natural numbers be negative? No. What are the natural numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4. So, all these are natural numbers. So, what we have, we cannot take it as plus or minus root y. So, it should be plus root y. So, our n is root y. This particular value, we take it as g of y. Okay. So, g of y is nothing but square root of y. Hope this is very clear. So, now what we have to show? So, we got the function g. We have to check whether this particular g is our inverse or not, is the inverse of f or not. For that, what we have to show? We have to show f composition g of y is y. Okay, this is one thing we have to show. What is the other thing we have to show? G composition f of, instead of x, here the elements of f are n are defined as n. So, g of f of n is n. So, we have two tasks in front of us. One is we have to show f composition g of y is y. The other thing is g composition f of n is n. Okay. So, now how to show f composition g of y is y? So, we will start from the LHS. What LHS says? F composition g of y. So, according to the definition, it should be f of g of y, that is equal to f of, what is g of y? G of y is root y, we know the value. So, substitute that, g of y is root y. Now, we have f of n is, where is it? F of n is n square, correct? F of n is n square. So, what is f of root y? Wherever I have n, I have to replace it by root y. Here I have n, so I have to replace it by root y. But it is not only that, n square. So, root y whole square. Square and square root get cancelled. So, it will be remaining with y, correct. So, what did we get? F composition g of y is y, which is our task, which was our task to find. So, f composition g of y is y, we have proved. Now, one more what we have to show, g composition f of n is n. So, we will start with the left hand side and we will try to arrive to the right hand side. So, g composition f of n is g of f of n, correct. But what is f of n? F of n is n square. So, g of n square. Okay. We know that g of y is root y. Okay, we know that g of y is root y. So, instead of y I have n square. So, wherever I can find y in this expression, I have to replace it by n square. So, it is root of y it was, now it is n square root of n square. Square and root get cancelled. So, you will be remaining with n. So, what we have proved? F composition g of y is y, g composition f of n is n, which means the given function is invertible, f is invertible, and what is its inverse? F inverse is nothing but g of y. What is g of y? Root y. I hope this is very clear. We'll solve two more examples of different kind tomorrow, and I'll give a similar kind of questions as homework, so that it will be easier for you. And remember, all these questions are very, very important. You have hardly 6 or 7 questions related to this topic, so which is very important. Once you master it, it will be easy for you to score those 5 marks. Okay. Thank you, students.